Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Strompcast. We have a not super eventful show today, just the one game and some transfer news. But I am joined by the main man as always. I'm joined by my good pal Chris. Chris, how you doing today?
Doing all right. We got some low key content to discuss, I suppose. Things are not boiling over this week. Last week it was like, will things boil over this week? Are they
It's
trending
not like
in
a
that direction?
simmer.
It's been a
simmer
quiet
right
week.
now.
It's been a quiet week.
Yeah, I would say it's at a
The
simmer
week
right now.
next week will be probably more eventful, transfer deadline, etc. But yeah, we got some content for sure to discuss.
We got some fun stuff to talk about today. I think, boil over is a really good point. I think it's on a simmer right now. It's just it's there. It's just we're keeping an eye on it. But I'm also joined by my fellow Canuck, Mr. Danny
Facts.
Saldana. Danny, how you doing?
Facts. Doing good. Like we said, got some content. I think there's something that's like really getting at the Sporting fans this week that happened. Can't put my finger on it. Something about straws. Somebody sucks straws or something.
About
like that.
straws.
Small straws.
Interesting.
But yeah, otherwise, a big win from us that we'll talk about. A lot of transfer news that we'll for sure talk about. A lot of rumors floating around. Excited for another show, boys.
Fired the hell up. Where the hell is Sam's there? I can't find. There he is.
Oh, we could talk about the audio, which feels like it was long ago already.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
it was legit enough to get responses from multiple people. So
yeah, fair. You can follow Sam here. Sam's got early day. He's in London this week. He's got early shift, so it's late boy hours for him. And you can follow me here at Richard_Nev7. Now, before we do get to the show, I promised the boys I'd chat us out. We won our game last week. We're in a final for 7-a-side. Big 8-3 win. We'll be playing Bing Chilling. And you mean we're Bing Chilling? Bing more like you're gonna get fucking slapped up chilling. We're gonna fucking kill these guys.
Hopefully they're not watching right now.
Hopefully I don't think anybody on Bing Chilling is watching.
I mean, maybe
this. If the one guy is watching, good for him. But yeah, 8-3 win last week. We go into the final tomorrow evening. 8 p.m. The bright lights, prime time. Beta Kingston is rolling. We've only had the one loss all season. It was a tough 2-0 loss in a game that we felt we could have won, but we roll. And yeah, we're moving. So next week, I hope to have an update, and hopefully we're champions. We're
commemorative T-shirt to flex.
Commemorative T-shirt. Yeah. We're excited.
I love those.
I'll take it. I need another shirt. I could use another shirt for work at the warehouse. I'm not going to complain. But yeah, let's get into the game. Danny, if you want to pull up goal points, go for it. Goal point as gospel. I will rate out the lineups as follows. Sporting in a 3-1 win versus Alverca. Starting lineup was Rui Silva in goal, Zino De Bas and Ibrahima Ba, who I believe was making his debut this game, correct?
Yep.
Was his first start?
Yep.
I thought so.
First minutes, yeah.
Yeah, Maxi Arujo and even Fresneda, the fullbacks. Capitão Maxi Arujo with the goal as well. Great goal. Midfield of Sergio Altimira, Flavio Gonçalves, and Dumbia. Front trio of Salazar, Jenny Catamo, and Luis Suarez, who scored on his return. Substitutes of Luis Guilherme, Iracunda, Eduardo Quaresma, Rafael Nel, and Pedro Lima, a.k.a. Portuguese Charlie Kirk, apparently, according to some. Danny, I'm going to pick on you. You take it away.
Yeah, this was like a very weird game. We entered it pretty much leading the game from the start. With a Maxi, never giving up on the play, gets the ball, slots it in. We're up the game 1-0. And then we sort of don't really sniff the net after that. A lot of like battles in the midfield. I felt like the team was also like kind of nervous-ish. Like, so they were just wanting to keep it in the back and keep possession of it because they don't want to like suffer yet another goal, which we ended up doing so. But overall, I mean, good cameos from De Bast. It was nice to see him back. Played a lot of like good long balls that I thought were really good, and that we all know that he can do, obviously, right? And defensively, he was pretty decent. with a few misplaced passes, but other than that, I thought he had a pretty good debut. I think he's going to be a really good player for us personally.
Yeah, he's gonna have to clean that up. For sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But tackles wise,
Defensively, fine.
Defensively, he was solid. If he didn't win all his tackles, it was like 90% of it or some shit like that. I can't remember the stat now.
Which is still pretty damn good. 90, you win 90% of your tackle
100%,
attempts. That's good. Nothing to sniff
It was
at.
great. And he's also I didn't know this. I didn't realize he was already injured at like the end of last season for Fimley Count. This is like his first set of minutes in like 4 months or something like that.
Oh wow.
And he ended up like finishing the game, which is pretty impressive.
We're not used to that. That doesn't happen at this club.
Do you think Ignacio was held out because of transfer rumors?
I was just about to ask that for you guys too. I don't think so.
I think a little bit. I think more so just because it was like they needed. I think it was known they needed to just kind of rotate the center backs a little bit, and like he was kind of the first victim of that. They figured
double injury.
They figured DeBost is healthy, Boz healthy. Worst case Ontario, they can throw in Ignacio if one of them gets hurt or goes to shambles. Like that was my thought process, anyways.
I don't know. I heard some rumors, but I feel like nothing's gonna happen. You know, Big Fred has come out and said that there hasn't been any offers unless Laporta's lost his number, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we'll go to his comments in a bit too, because you know we can only take them for face value as they are. But I don't know. I don't think so. I think also one of the main benefits of us having such like a new team, even though Ignacio is like one of the more experienced guys, is that Barch can drop people willy nilly. Like we don't have that like
got new
solidified.
Lambo.
Yeah. We don't have that solidified like captain.
He's like, I'll throw the Range Rover in the garage. Range Rover can chill in the garage for you, but I got a Lambo to test out.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So that's I think one of the benefits, and I also think like Ignacio looked like kind of tired, so it's finally having all four CBs. It's just interesting that Boz the one on the left hand side and not the boss. I was gonna assume that the boss would be more left sided because he's just a little better on the ball, but no, both played well, and there's rumors that they're both gonna start this next game, which I'm not mad at all. Nice. Maxi, you know, captain's performance. Honestly, I loved Maxi as captain. I did not love that Quaresma subbed on and they immediately gave him the armband.
That
was a choice.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. That back in my day,
facts.
They did not used to do that. That is a new trend.
Some woke bullshit.
Some might argue that is
the definition of woke nonsense. Right there.
It's pretty woke behavior.
Unless it's like the solidified captain coming on.
Yeah,
right?
What happened?
You know, like when Gordon Pandev was subbing on for Macedonia. It's like, I get why you're giving him the armband, but it's like,
like Figo subbing on for Portugal or like something like that kind of thing. Like that was different.
You already know CR7's taking that armband as well when he's
subbed facts.
When he subbed on.
Homelander would do that for sure, but
Homelander has done that, bro.
First of all, that's implying Homelander starts on the bench, which that doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen that often. True. It is a rare occurrence.
Yeah.
By the way, off topic, that hair dye job, that just makes him look more like Homelander. I'm sorry.
I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Does not do him favors. Does not do the Homelander comparisons any favors. Let's put it.
I also, since we're on this topic too of him, I also loved that they were down 2-0. He was throwing a hissy fit. They subbed him off, and Al Nassr ended up winning 3-2.
Yeah, there's an unreported detail of this that I know to be true because I fucking watched the game with my friend.
Nice.
Every time, like obviously the big comeback, they win, right? They're showing the scenes, right? They're showing the bench, they're showing the team, they're showing people celebrating. He is not documented in any of this footage, which tells me after he was subbed off at halftime, he did not return to the bench. He stayed in the locker room. He's pissed. It's 2-0 with 10 men, by the way.
We're
fucked. and I'm infuriated. He might have even left the state. Brother might not have even been in the house for this.
He wanted to beat the traffic.
But I have not seen any reports that like Ronaldo is absent or whatever. But like, bro, I fucking know that he was.
Yeah. Also, he did that for the Euro final and only came out because it was still 0-0, by the way. So that's for sure. That unreported report is 100% fact.
Dude, he actually got a lot of positive PR because he was like grabbing for nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Ronaldo's coaching. Like,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, he's just been out there for 15 minutes. Back to the game at hand. It was just a weird game. It was a more conservative game from us. You can clearly tell like we really wanted to keep the clean sheet. Second half, I felt like we attacked a lot better. There was more enthusiasm with us. They gave the man of the match to Maxi. I don't mind that because he did score the goal. I thought he played very well as well. He's definitely second in my eyes, but I thought Altimira was everywhere. I love his game. I'm hoping long may this continue. I feel like he's had good games throughout, but I think this was definitely Altimira's best game so far in a Sporting shirt. And there's still more to improve. I thought Suarez had a good game as well, though it's clear to me that like this whole, the fans being on his back, the media sort of attacking him, and whatever the hell is going on behind closed doors, because I'm starting to maybe believe it, is also affecting him, because there was like 2 opportunities where he could put, I think one of them was Flavio was through, and then the other one, I can't remember who was through. Maybe it was like Irankunda or something. But he decides to, instead of pass it to them, he just decides to shoot, and it hits off a defender. And that happened like twice. So not loving that aspect of it. But that also is like an overall thing. I feel like the teams, like we said last week, I think, the growing pain excuse is a valid complaint, because there isn't a valid excuse, because we're clearly not playing like a team. That example alone is showing how we're not much of a team yet, which hopefully will change, because I think under Rui Borges last year, when we think about our tiki-taka, it's all about team play. There's definitely individual performances and playing in the half spaces, but it's a lot of like ball movement, team play, being in the right spaces, all that stuff. Another great game from Jenny, although I don't know if it counts as his goal. I think it was an own goal.
It's not. It's nothing.
He gets an assist.
Horrendous.
He gets nothing.
It says goal points giving him an assist.
That's good. That's not how that works. Unless
that's crazy. If he got an assist for the own goal,
points giving him the assist.
I think he got the goal first. He got the assist maybe for Suarez.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I can check, but
I'm curious. Yeah, because
otherwise he
own goal. Yeah,
that's crazy.
No one called own goal this week in predictions. Shit, this would have been a good week.
That would have been nice.
Oh, the 1 week.
He got an assist for Suarez's goal.
It was Suarez. I was gonna say, if they gave him an assist for the own goal, that's crazy work.
So like I said, Jenny had a good game. And, people were talking about Salazar on the wing will be better than him in the middle. Bro, he had a horrible game regardless. I feel like, I don't know, like Dave Pereira's been getting me back to earth, and Salazar I think was like part of one of the goals at least. I think it was part of the Jenny goal.
The Jenny one,
because the Jenny one.
It robbed him of anything.
Exactly. Yeah. But it was a good ball. I think I'm also remembering I tweeted that, or X'd or whatever, that
you tweeted.
I X'd. That is crazy. I tweeted that to me, Salazar is like the Klay Thompson of footy. Because if he has to dribble it's gonna be shit. But if he just one time passes it or one time shoots,
probably gonna come off.
It might lead to something.
Yeah.
So my boy, I love like Klay Thompson though.
It's like that game Klay Thompson put up like a 60 piece, but with like 11 dribbles or something ridiculous, something really crazy. Like,
and I love Klay Thompson.
Oh, so do I.
But he's also an idiot because he did fumble Megan Thee Stallion. But that's besides the point. And this is not the team that we should be talking about fumbling women, actually, with our current dramas actually going on. So let me retract that statement. But yeah, he's coming off like a frustrating player to me. He's really starting to piss me off. But Rui Borges, as much as I love him, he's also starting to piss me off with how much leeway he gives them, because although this wasn't like a great Flavio game, I think he was like significantly better than Salazar. And then, but with Rui Borges as well, I get like the frustration with him because the football isn't as attractive, isn't as effective as you can say at some points last season. But I think it'll grow. I keep seeing something there. In the second half, Doumbia kept on coming into the game. Doumbia had a few chances where he could have even scored.
Bro, he could have had 2 goals at least.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Goals.
So
he could have had a couple.
I think once Doumbia, I think, connects with the rest of the team, inshallah that happens, of course. But I think if that happens, when that happens, I think we'll look like a different machine out there. Because I do think like the attackers are good. And even Iran Kunda coming in, I thought he had a pretty decent cameo. He wins the ball back like within seconds, which already shows me more than Faye ever done, defensively or offensively. And then he, put on the Jets a few times. I think if he can, really dominate like those open spaces on the wings, I think we have like a decent player there. And obviously he's going to get better. And even Luis Guilherme came on, and I thought Luis Guilherme looked good too. So we have some decent bench options. Pedro Lima even came on. Our Charlie Kirk came on, and
Charlie Kirk almost snuck one in there.
Almost snuck a goal right in the end.
Snuck one in.
So yeah, and then their goal. I know like a lot of people are, it's shot hard. It's so hard to save those. Blah blah blah. I get it.
It's still kind.
It's not entirely Rui Silva's fault, but
it's savable. It's not the most savable.
Yeah, exactly. It's right at him. It's right at him. I personally hate the goalkeepers that are like falling backwards into saves. That's never. Yeah. I'm a 5'4" fucking. I hate being a net sort of guy.
Oh, I'm the 5'6", 5'7" hate.
It'd just be cool.
I play goal, but yeah, I get what you mean.
It'd be cool if he did literally anything to inspire confidence in him right now.
He just hasn't. Yeah. He just hasn't, has he?
Because even Alverca this game, they were okay at times with the ball. They looked decent pressing us.
They weren't that bad actually, but
they actually looked competent at times.
I think they looked a lot better against Porto than they did against us, and they didn't get a goal against Porto, and they did against us. And I think that's very telling.
Them to be more motivated. So
yeah, true, maybe. But also, like what I'm saying is, like they also had Diogo Costa in net, and we have this dude.
Bro, we have the second best goalie in Portugal.
Bro, that's
maybe
Diogo Costa doesn't go down hurt on the next international.
That might be a saying, bro. That might be a thing. That's how sad the current affairs are in Portugal right now.
I'm just saying that because he was the World Cup backup, but
yeah, no.
We used to produce keepers.
That's funny. He might be third choice.
Bro,
What happened to Portuguese goalkeepers?
I'm answering my own question because I actually in my head I was like joking, like who is Jorge Jesus like really watching? In these games. The first one, it's like okay,
who you're
out there. In this one, Inacio is not even out there, so
Quaresma gets some burn.
Quaresma maybe, but it's
Rui
like
Silva's in goal.
It's like, bro,
Flavio Gonçalves.
He is not.
Yeah, we had no. I don't know that I've ever seen us start with this few Portuguese.
George is not gonna be impressed with that, man. He saw in 2 games, he's seen you face like 4 shots and concede 3 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also don't like.
That's not what you want when the big man's in the house.
I can't recall the last time we started so few Portuguese in our 11. Now that I'm looking at this,
very international.
A lot of different nationalities represented, which is fine. I can't remember the last time we didn't have more than I can't remember last time we had less than 4 guys who were Portuguese.
We tend to have at least 4.
So there's a rumor that Fotis is hurt.
Yeah.
He is mysteriously not on the game day sheet at all.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he appears in training with no bandages or apparent wrapping.
He was a decoy.
Why did he not play? Why was there no explanation? And I think
gamesmanship throw off the mighty Alverca, obviously.
In the weird rant and interview type thing that Varandas did where he was saying that he had dinner with Cindy Crawford.
What was that interview?
Since we're there, yellow card to Varandas for that, by the way.
And whatever other weird things were said in that interview, I'm pretty sure he said that like, oh, people are trying to say that Fotis is hurt just to like divide the group, but it's not true. And then he didn't play, but now he's back. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
What is happening?
Dude, I don't know what's good with him. I feel like any minute now he's going to get hurt, and it's going to be for a long time.
Yeah.
And
the Suarez thing is like teetering on the brink, bro. I know his agent is like literally. There's even the fucking the Kappa of record today is like his agent is like shopping him around Europe. I literally know that he's shopping him around Europe. He's linked to Nottingham Forest this morning, and then they signed Liam Delop later this afternoon.
Yeah.
So clearly they were in the market for a forward. His agent is talking to them, and then fucking leaks the story. And it's like, bro, he's trying to get him out of there, bro. So it's like, but also, it's like, what will happen first? Fotis getting hurt or the transfer window closing?
Yeah,
he's gonna get hurt like a week after the window closes if he leaves. You know,
it's gonna be like the second game after the window.
And my worry about that too, if he does leave, is like we're also been linked with like 0 strikers over the last like 2 years.
No, it'll be if we even have the good fortune of this happening before the close of the market. It'll be so rushed to
it's going to be such a it's going to be a rush job.
But exactly, facts, because even before like Diamande even left, we had already signed Ba, and we were already rumored with Ba.
We signed signed guys, yeah.
We were like to replace Gyökeres, we've had Suarez and Fotis on our short list for like 2 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so since then, years ago,
or even 3 seasons, yeah, fact. Mm-hmm. Luis Suarez has been linked with us for a few years
he was
well, right?
As well.
So since then, there's been no strikers linked. I'm gonna bring something to the table for you boys because I think I know how Varandas works. If Suarez leaves, understand we are signing the top goal scorer of the league currently, Gonçalo Paciencia from Santa Clara. Get ready for that, boys.
Fuck it,
get ready for that,
bro.
Get ready.
There's your national team call up. There's your sporting representation.
Fox. There's your Portuguese representation. And let me even go further. If we don't sign him. Let's say if Suarez leaves, if we don't sign him, come January, Porto is signing him for sure.
100% for sure. The other version of that project, Andre Silva, is hurt.
Yeah,
yeah, that's true. Actually, they might sign him this.
They might sign him this window.
That's facts, actually.
Bro's been cooking for Santa Clara. Is this his second season or his first season with Santa Clara?
First and a half, though. I think he came in January last season.
So okay, fuck it, sign him. He's been cooking. Let's go.
Yeah.
Do it.
I think he has like 4 goals in like 3 games or some shit like that.
He's a top scorer in the league.
I thought the Suarez goal was offside for sure. Didn't even sell it.
I thought it was going to get called back, but it's close.
Honestly, too, I don't think I've ever seen Suarez that cool and calm in front of net before.
Yeah,
I thought for sure he was going to fuck that up. Maybe actually.
So I was outside. I was outside barbecuing. I came in and it's like, oh, Suarez scored on a break today. I'm like, what? He never does that. I was like, what?
And it's also though. I think he better turn into Dani Alves at the end of his career and become a priest. The players on Instagram.
I didn't know where that was going to go, bro.
To repent. He needs to repent.
Yeah, no, not to prison. Sorry. After that.
First.
My bad. You're right.
Yeah,
he's already done the crime that Dani Alves went to prison for. Actually, let me also say
he hasn't done the time yet.
He hasn't done the time yet.
He hasn't done the time, so he has to do the time at some point, and then he's gonna repent, and all will be allegedly forgiven. Not in my eyes, but in someone's eyes, maybe.
I don't know if he if there was like, remember that weird handshake that he had with Ray Borges last game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't remember any weird of moments this one.
I feel like
there wasn't really anything weird this
game. There was Clapgate, but
Clapgate or Slapgate or whatever.
And bro, you know what I was thinking? There was Suarez Clapgate, and then whatchamacallit, the guy from Atletico Madrid who's trying to force his way out.
Oh, Julian Alvarez.
Yeah. Alvarez saw Clapgate and he saw Suarez and he's like, he's just gonna linger at the back of the group. Watch this. I'm just gonna fucking leave the field.
I'm just gonna up and leave.
That is how you really.
That's how it should be done.
Bro. That's if you're really trying to send a message. So Suarez didn't have the. I'm glad that he didn't do that. I'm actually really
Yeah.
glad they didn't do it.
I
But,
forgot about the Julian Alvarez. He's just like, fuck it, I'm going. It was the reverse Leonardo DiCaprio. We're like, I'm not fucking. He was like, fuck it, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm going, boys.
I'm glad we're not the only like mess because like today,
Yeah.
even with the Guendouzi thing, I know
bro,
it's
that
a
seems,
little different, but
man.
still.
That was crazy today. Yeah.
But yeah, but also
That's what
on the
it's gonna
Suarez,
be like first Sporting Benfica game at Alvalade.
The first
bro.
Sporting
Facts.
Benfica, the first
Benfica's gonna give us the
first derby,
finger,
yeah.
low key.
Guys are
The
gonna be
first derby of the
no
season.
moat anymore.
Oh,
So guys are gonna
brother.
be
Yeah.
just jumping in the fucking field.
Yeah.
Bro, because
facts.
there's not that 20-foot pit where you fall to your
Facts.
fucking doom. I remember vividly watching the game a couple seasons ago, the Jenny last minute winner. And I vividly recall on the winner, some dude falls off the ledge, I'm like, oh my god, and he lands in the because they put a mesh there like a net. I'm like, if that net's not there, broken
Dies.
legs, easy. Like that dude's
Yeah.
going to the hospital. That is like
The network.
he made it.
Yeah.
He worked. He lived. He lived to tell the tale.
To add
Yeah.
to the high five though, Gate, because there might be something in there. Rui Borges is very much a hugger.
He is a hugger.
And he just gave him a high five. No hug, no slap on the face, no nothing.
Not even like the half, not even like, just a little. Yeah, it's true.
So there's something there, boys.
There might be something there. Who knows? But Chris, anything else to add to this game?
No, I mean my individual performances. I think we've benefited greatly from obviously a first minute banger and then
For
a
sure.
weird cross own goal, all in the first half.
Mhm.
Nice cameo from Irin Kunda, I thought.
I liked his little cameo.
He
I
came
was fine with
in.
it.
I think that is obviously probably the ideal scenario of him, where the game is a little broken at that point. They're pushing at that point.
Mhm.
They're running out of time, so there's more space.
Yeah.
And he's obviously able to, take guys on, be dangerous in the counter attack.
It's almost like the Allison role, where like he's coming in to kind
That's
of
the scenario
use
that
speed,
he's gonna thrive in. And I mean, probably. I'm not sure what our XG was. 2.1, bro. Probably like 1.4 of that was created in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Low key,
not
once it was
not
already
ridiculous.
3-0.
Yeah. So like we had like two big chances, I would say. So nice cameo from him. Suarez, the first half was honestly abysmal. It's the type of performance where the goal kind of just makes you forget most of the other stuff.
Yeah, it kind of erases your.
But the first half
recency
was
bias.
actually atrocious. I think he had 0 shots. It was like, I don't know if this guy really wants to be out here type of vibe. I was getting a bit. Then there's, he gets more chances in the second half. He gets his goal. Then he's trying to be a little bit more selfish, right? As Danny mentioned.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think it's going to continue to be we have a game on Friday.
Friday. Oh my god.
I don't know why we're playing these Friday games. Like we have like
continue to be an issue. If he stays, I think it's going to weirdly continue to be an issue.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be this weird thing that kind of is dogging us.
It's just gonna linger. It's just gonna linger.
Especially if Fotis is unable to play. And it's like
it's an L time, baby.
You kind of have no choice, Loki, or Reborn feels his hand is forced more. I'm sure Suarez will love being benched for a 19-year-old and will react very well and chill to that.
Very calm, level-headed response is expected.
So, I guess we have that to look forward to as well.
Facts.
God help us. Yeah, I expect a very level-headed, even-keel response if that fucking happens. Good Lord, God help us. I have nothing really to add this game. It was kind of a weird, disjointed game. Like 3-1. We didn't, like you said, I thought the first half, especially from Suarez, was kind of, we benefited from the early banger and then the weird goal. Just an own goal, kind of a crazy cross. And then not much really happens. It's a kind of uneventful second half. Like the Irakunda cameo, thought he was fun. Thought Eduardo Quaresma getting the armband was woke nonsense. Nothing personal against him. It's just
And
what are we doing?
you know what's even woker about it is, yeah, I mean, it's we're changing 3 to 2 in the hierarchy. We're not even
Exactly.
going.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And like Quaresma's our number 2 captain also. Like
what?
I mean, we know that now, I suppose.
That's
Apparently,
crazy.
that's news to
He's
me.
our 4th choice center back still.
He's our 4th choice center back, our 2nd choice captain. Make that make
yeah.
sense.
He's not even. I don't even think he's considered 3rd, especially after the bot performance. And this is after Quaresma had a really good game against the Strilla and then fucked it all up. But he's not even our top center back, and he's our number 2 captain.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's on.
But also,
let me add this.
Since when do you do?
Braganza is technically in the
Our
lineup
4th.
as well. Is he 4? Is he secretly 2?
Is he? I thought he.
Maybe
I
he's
thought
2. I would
Braganza.
assume he'd more.
Three
I
and
thought
Maxi's
Braganza
4,
was
but then
2.
Maxi was
Yeah.
just like, since he was unavailable.
So I
he
thought
bumped it up.
Braganza was 2, and then when they had Maxi, I thought, oh, so Maxi must be 3. And no, apparently not. Apparently, Braganza's not even in top 4 or top 3 anymore. He's off the podium. Apparently, Maxi's 3, Quaresma's 2, and I don't know where Braganza must be 4th now. So
Yeah.
my whole order is all.
Let me just bring it up another.
By the way, the most botched transfer of all time, bro. He might just be stuck here.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
But what are we doing? You're supposed to. I get it with Poth a little bit more because his deal seemed a little bit more finalized, but bro, we preemptively started freezing him out for no reason. It's been 2 weeks. There wasn't anything concrete.
There was some
you
talk,
got the Olympiacos George Men's thing, which is just always there, right?
It's always gonna linger.
So there's really not anything there. Payoff came and went. Now Torino, it's still no concrete offer.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what the fuck is going on? Also, does no one want him? I don't think he's a bad player.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But maybe the 2 ACLs doesn't help.
Yeah.
Also, desperately wanting to leave.
Is $8 million a good price for him or bad price?
For Braganza?
But the Torino, they're saying
Sporting's asking for 8 to 10.
Yeah, exactly.
I think closer to 8. I don't think you get 10. I don't think you're. I think 10's a little unreasonable.
So also, what's going to happen is since we'll have no offers, we're just going to get a low ball of half that or something or less.
We'll get a 4 million low ball and say sure.
August 29th, and then we'll just take it, and he'll get sold to Torino for $3 million. And it's what was the point of this?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know that they're gonna get 8. I think they'll probably. I think had they lowered it to I think if they lowered it to $1 million, million and a half, a 6.
Also, Virginia's fee of 1.5 million is so low. Bro.
Fucking.
After we paid $4 million
for
his replacement.
Bro. To be fair, we paid nothing for
that's a backup.
We got Virginia. We got Virginia on
all the Wolves fans were great signing for this price.
I guess
for that because
he was at one point Everton.
In England, that fee is just free.
In England, that fee is the equivalent of our $500K.
But at the same time, he could very well be 3rd choice. Which even if for England, that's a good price for a 3rd choice. For
England, so they'll still take that for a 3rd.
At one point, he was Everton's starter. The worst
for
Everton of all time.
Very brief window in time.
And I guess was it Caio Cesar? No, that's another player.
No, that's
another guy.
That's a
different national player. He's here. He's coming. He's
Kake,
Kike
or whatever his name is.
Kike or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Kike. He's here. He's ready to fucking.
I was gonna mention this on and we'll I guess move to the Varandas speech.
Was he drinking? Do we think he was drinking before that?
I think he
I think he just is kind of cringe.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
He's kind of like somebody's dad who's you're all right.
We let me just also say on the captaincy thing, let's say Inacio does leave, we are a transfer away from our 3rd or 4th choice captain being either Suarez or Fresneda.
Bro, we're
by
gonna
the way.
need to have a new election to elect new third and fourth
Captains.
God,
Exactly.
God help
Let me
us.
just like remind the crowd that
Yeah.
it won't.
Maybe that'll boost Rui Silva's confidence. Hey man, you're a 7th string captain, but you want to.
You're 7th. You're second.
Yeah.
You're
You know what's
6th man
crazy?
up.
Like before
But
the
you're
season
up
even
to 4
started.
now. How's that sound, buddy?
Yeah, you're 6th man
Before
up.
the
You're
season
6th man
started,
up,
I
Blue
thought
Will.
maybe like Rui Silva's like 3rd choice, 2nd choice, or something. Even though
Top
it's shit
5.
to not have like an outfield player as your captain to chat shit to the ref.
Mm-hmm.
But especially after his performances, god damn.
Thank God he wasn't named a captain.
But again, we're a transfer away. You're right. Maybe Rui Silva will be our 4th choice. I feel like there's going to be a game this year where Suarez is wearing the armband.
God help us.
Or Fresneda.
Yeah.
And as much as I like Fresneda and I like this game, I don't know what's worse.
Have we seen
I don't know
preseason
the-
Fresneda armband action, or am I just hallucinating?
No, I don't think so, at least.
Okay.
Did we even see
I
Fresneda
think you're
preseason?
hallucinating.
No, we didn't. It would have been like
maybe like
season,
15
which I
minutes,
don't
30
think
minutes.
that happened.
Yeah, no. I think you've seen the armband from like Sparting Twitter folks. But I've also seen Zalazar wear the armband already, so
that was a preseason thing, no?
I don't know. No, I'm saying like from the Sparting universe on Twitter.
Oh, maybe.
Some
I'm
man's
not
been
as
asking
active
for it.
on Twitter anymore. I don't see
Yeah.
I don't see half the stuff.
You're missing out on some good shit, man.
I know. Oh, I know I am.
Where, bro?
I'm just like, bro.
I knew about the audio before it came out. Let me just tell you.
Really?
Speaking of-
sources. He's got sources. Look at this.
The Angelina Jolie, Cindy Crawford.
So
comment
the
from
thing about the
Brandes.
audio is it's at least in part based on a true sentiment,
Yeah.
or a true
which
or a rumor
was
Yeah.
reported by real media
Yeah.
that Pot and Suarez have a rift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that this news was weird and pointless because Pot is not even
Leaving
a part of the
anyways.
squad and leaving, but it's relevant news because the as the audio says, as it kind of creates a division in the locker room and an animosity towards Suarez.
Because Pot's a well-liked guy, and he's
Because
the more
Pot
senior
is a
guy.
well-liked guy, and whatever.
People are taking his side, it seems like.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so people are taking his side. That because of this, it's contributing to Luis Suarez's discontent.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think his discontent is a made-up rumor, right? I'm fucking
Yeah.
looking at the guy right on TV, and he's not
that's
looking
true.
too
He doesn't
good.
look chipper. Let's
Clap
put it
games
that way.
happening, right? Like it's clearly not a great scenario, right? So, I mean, it at least seemed semi-plausible, right? Just based on like things that have been reported.
Yeah.
And how many stupid fucking things have been like there? I don't know if you guys are familiar or the listeners are familiar with the Twitter account Old Takes Exposed. It used to be bigger back in the day.
I love that account.
One of them was hashtag fans with sources, and they would clown on
True.
fans who would be like, I heard this from like a buddy
this
who
from a
like works in
guy.
a stadium, and then obviously it'd be some shit that like would not be true. So the fans with sources angle of it is there's so many like stupid things that have been like said on Twitter over the years, right? And like almost none of them have ever gotten responses, I would say, because it's like when you respond to it, right, you're like making it seem more legit or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the Streisand effect.
Yeah,
Don't Google
so it's
me.
like,
Don't Google this picture.
and I'm gonna be honest, like, bro, like this audio, like when I saw it, like it was like 2K likes, right? It's not like it was like this is doing insane numbers. Everyone in Tugon was talking about this. Like, this is the hottest goss. Like, it literally like wasn't even that, right? You had to like really be kind of in the weeds on X the Everything app to even like, or in WhatsApp groups
or
to
like
even
Reddit, or even
right,
on Reddit, like I wasn't
even
seeing it.
possibly come across this, right? And like one of the things mentioned in the audio is like at this like dinner where this like friend of a friend is that like Aruca player and Benfica David Simão is there. And then like literally like 4 hours after this comes out, he responds and
David
like posts
Simão
and like
Oh.
says that like it's not true. So like that literally made me think like that it was. I don't know if it's completely true, but like
there's some truth to
there
it,
was a
maybe.
dinner and something was said. Like I don't know, bro, but like why is David Simão even responding to that shit, bro? Like that's crazy, dude. Like that it kind of blew me away. I'm not gonna lie. And then I guess Varandas got asked about it, and you know he hit us with this, you know, dad joke or whatever. Haha. You know, I could just
went
make
over
up.
my head.
I could
Fuck.
just,
It wasn't,
I could just make
wasn't
up
great.
shit too. You know, but I don't know. I don't
How he said
necessarily.
Sydney Sweeney, he knew he couldn't say Sydney
I'm
Sweeney.
gonna be honest.
That would have
That's
felt
true.
true.
She's gonna come back.
This would not be the first time I've heard rumors about like
Pot cheating, yeah.
Not even necessarily cheating, but like, you know, yes, cheating, but just kind of being like
A little shady.
a problematically potentially unfaithful individual, and has been on, you know, the rocks with his now wife multiple times before, and now they are married, right? So they've presumably, you know, gotten past whatever rift existed, but I don't know, man. I thought the whole thing was really fucking weird, and Suarez's presence is like an ominous cloud
It's
over
a dark
everyone,
shadow,
bro.
And it's like it's annoying because it's only started like literally like just before the season started. Like
it wasn't like a
everything
thing
was
that lingered in
roses.
preseason or
And like
Everything was
he's
anything.
kind of
fine.
pissed too because he feels like unappreciated. He's like, I was the top
Yeah.
scorer, and they're just gonna bench
Yeah.
me now.
Yeah.
I went to the World Cup. All these big clubs are gonna come with offers when I return.
Yeah, but he stunk
Didn't
up
really-
the World Cup,
didn't
so
really
that's on
happen.
him.
Didn't really
Shit
play
at
that
the
great at the
World
World
Cup though,
Cup.
so that
Yeah.
kind of hurt. That kind of just made it
man,
stock the same.
It's not.
Let me also just add the thing that I agree. I also don't know why David Simão even put more life into it, but I also
bro
love
on
that.
X, like in the like, is he like? You know, we would always joke Mangus.
They're for
like,
sure on it.
Mangus sees all these posts because
Like, is he
yeah.
like in the
he's
weeds on the internet?
adjusting his fashion, etc. to
Yeah.
like feedback that like you would only see if you were just like reading posts
Like
from
on
fans.
random.
Yeah, if you were like
Twitter.
search your name on Twitter, what pops up, kind of thing.
So yeah, I guess
The-
he's doing that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
The thing is too with David Simão, he mentioned like something like, "Oh, I will go to like the last legal action if necessary," and by the next morning, like the thing was taken down, and then Varandas calling the McQueen Benfica page uma pateta, like a pathetic page or a pathetic guy or some shit like that. It was funny. It is funny to see him in our world.
Lightning McQueen info was threatened with legal action.
Yeah, that's what it was. There you go.
Words you never thought. Words I never thought.
Sentence that was never formed before.
That is a
formed.
never
Lightning
before
McQueen info was posting an audio that was
is a
divisive to sporting.
Never before.
But there was
heard,
also
never
like
before
on that
said.
audio something about Rui Silva and his wife even.
And that I can't speak to because he hasn't been here as long, so I haven't been tracking
heard
his
anything.
relationship.
Yeah, he's that kind of quiet guy.
I don't
really
know
see or hear from him
what
ever.
his relationship status even is.
Yeah.
If his girlfriend deleted her photos or
Married
what the
the
fuck
game.
is-
Yeah. I also but I also agree with him and other like sporting pundit sentiments that there is something going on in the works where it's like a lot of negative stories and surprisingly a lot of it is coming from Record, which sometimes has our back and other times don't. I don't understand exactly our
I think
relationship.
Sporting
with
pissed off
Record
their record sources, maybe.
I don't know, but
We're on
like
the
I
rocks
definitely
with
think
Record, but they still got the scoops though.
yeah, I definitely think there's something there where, you know, they are either blowing things out of proportions, like the Suarez training thing, because as I can scroll up, there was like a Hillman thing, and you know they did bench Hillman last season, or not even bench him. They put him in the stands. Now it's confirmed, which we all had our doubts.
We all thought about it. Like there was this.
We've been talking about this for months, and we were right.
That.
So like
we said, was this punishment for the transfer shenanigans?
For him wanting to
and
leave,
they were like, no, it's fine. And now they're confirming it is.
That's all they said was it was to protect
now,
him.
Bro, here's the thing: if they did the same thing to Suarez right now, it would just completely explode.
Yeah.
Nuclear bomb on the entire situation. He would never play for Sporting again.
I don't know about all that, but definitely it would make it a bigger thing.
Because what it is like he's inappropriately seeking transfers without the club's permission. Maybe he has the club's permission.
Yeah. Sorry. All I'll say to that is like they would have a better excuse than with Hillman, because all they said with Hillman is like we're protecting him, and then they said nothing else about that. With Suarez, really you can at least lie and be like, well, he's not match fit yet, so he's not even on the bench this game. So they could have covered this up a bit.
They could have covered it up. People would have inferred.
Which is where I think like the media is also blowing things out of proportion against us. Just because, I don't know, maybe because it seems like we're also are in like open war with Porto. Porto just did like a whole communication yesterday or the day before. I have no understanding as to why.
Bro, here's the thing.
They're just yelling at us now.
No one cares.
You know what I mean? Like, baffled me. It was just out of the blue, out of left field.
Their war has no movement whatsoever, bro. Exactly. They are absolutely motionless. I'll be honest, with Comunicado FC, Benfica last season, and the season before was in their prime. I'll be honest, like they had some motion. I'll be honest, they had some motion.
That's emotion, yeah,
bro. This Porto version, this AVB, Porto Comunicado machine. I mean, last year it had like baby motion. Dude, this year
it's like no motion.
It is motionless. No one's even reporting on it. No one even cares.
It's Richard Neves on a dating app. That's how little motion it had. Me on the dating app back in the day, fucking negative motion. Like
it's like
not true, bro. You're about to get married, bro. What are we talking about?
It's like
that wasn't through a dating app. That was not through an app.
No one's even sure. Like what they're talking about, who they're talking to. They're just like off in the corner, you know.
Yeah, just yelling at us.
Yeah,
so, like I said,
it was just unprompted. That's
like,
what blew. I'm like, what the fuck did we do now? What did we say?
think there is something in there where it's
we were
like,
mean to Pedro Proenza.
Fuck, well, everyone's mean to Pedro Proenza. Get in fucking line.
Yeah, so you know, I think there's also something there as well where it's like a communication war with us currently, and I think, you know, now that the picture's been painted, it's like whether there was a proposal from Atletico or Madrid or not, that part we don't know. I feel like there wasn't. Maybe they were like trying to like get something up there, and Sporting just maybe they got an inquiry and Sporting just shot them down, like not in January,
not right now,
year,
yeah.
You know, so and then maybe Hillman didn't like that, and Hillman wanted to go in January, which, you know, if that's the case, I mean, not to say fuck them, but fuck them. Like that's
if that's going to be your attitude, go.
You know?
Yeah.
It also makes a little bit more sense too on like, well, okay, I get that he was like, it was the off season. He never even came to camp with us, but we gave like Paulinho a bigger like interview send off than we did Hillman, and Hillman was our captain for 2 years. Right. So there's definitely something there. So yeah, I hate to agree with Varandas, but I feel like there is something there in terms of that as well. You know, there's definitely some truths that have been spoken, but I think that there's also some exaggerations or a lot of lies too. So
there's always there's two sides to every story. The truth is always somewhere in the middle, as we know.
And I think that'll get to like one last point. You know, he said that Gonçalo Inácio is not going to leave, like we mentioned. But he's not sure. A lot of Al Ittihad rumors of Diaby leaving, then it finally clears up an international spot. And it seems like now they're going after Ismail Sarr from Crystal Palace. There's talks about Richard Rios. There was a post yesterday about some guy with like 100K followers. I've never heard of the guy, obviously, because he's like speaking in Arabic. But that seems to have some motion. So it seems like he's not going to Al Ittihad. There was like a rumor earlier on in the season that, and I know I'm mispronouncing the name, but I'm purposely mispronouncing the name, that Bruno Lage's All Diarrhea was interested in him. I haven't heard anything since from that. So who knows what's there.
Pod, come to Toronto FC.
No, stay at Sporting, if anything. I think that would be perfect.
No, I'm going to Toronto FC game.
Toronto FC ripping 30 million transfer fees.
That'd be crazy. We don't have. We do have a DP. We do have a DP.
They ripped 23 million for Josh Sargent. Fuck him. He's shit. I'll take Pot over.
He scored. Hey, he scored against Inter Miami. We just won because he scored.
Yeah, I thought he was
scored 30 for 20
He's all right.
million.
He's not 30 million worth, but
he's not 20. Listen, he's not 20.
We beat Miami. That's all I can ask. We're making a playoff push for it.
No, Pot, sign for TFC. I want to see you play next week. Fuck it.
I want to see you play this Friday against the Rio Ave. Perfect. And then I think the big news of the day, Fernandes came out to say that Peninha doesn't fit in Sporting's project because there was at the time already murmurs of Peninha signing with Benfica. He basically explained that we showed interest and it was obviously public. He wanted to wait for Tottenham's answer. And long story short, we didn't want to, pay what Bayern wants us to pay. We didn't want to pay his salary. And we also, as he put it, we're not sure if it's right or the wrong strategy. It's just not our strategy to pay that much for a 31-year-old. Peninha has just been announced as a Benfica player, and we now have Sócio Gate. Peninha has been a Sócio since 2005, so in and around 10, 11 years old. So clearly he's not the one that was paying for the cotas back then.
Well, you weren't paying your contos at 11 years old?
He does come from a Benfica family, so maybe like a family member made him. That's my theory, at least. Obviously, family member made him a Benfica fan, but it also doesn't, it also doesn't help the fact that he does have a Sócio card since 2005, and he's been singing.
Picture
all these praises.
Let me
take it away, Chris. Take it away.
Picture.
Let me set the scene.
You have
Sporting has just suffered the Alcochete attack a month before. Turmoil and chaos are afoot. We've just lost the cup final to Desportivo de Zaves. Everyone is on the field sad. A young player is there who was not even dressed for the game, even though the team was incredibly stretched thin at this point and had limited availability. This young player was still not dressed, but he was on the field to receive a runners-up medal in tears. His boyhood club had just lost a cup final and things were not looking good at all. This man was, in theory, at the same time as all this occurring, paying quotas to be a Benfica Sócio.
Clip that.
Clip that.
Hopefully AI is listening.
Yeah.
So either that is true or Benfica is lying. What Danny said is true. So his uncle.
Someone was paying.
His uncle. His uncle
it couldn't even be his dad.
His dad, whatever, made him a Sócio when he was 10 years old. He joins the Sporting Academy. He grows up. This number just falls by the wayside, right? I think it's usually like 5 years. They reset it, right? So the numbers have reset multiple times in this time frame. This number is like, if he would theoretically had kept up with his quotas, it would be this number, right? And it's not actually his number. And there's just a Benfica fan who is looking at this picture.
It was like, hang on.
Seeing him holding up Sócio like 47,000, and he's like looking at his card, and he's like, "Wait,
I'm Sócio 47,000.
That's my number." What the fuck? So I don't know. I think that
I really hope there is a confused Benfica fan that's like, "Hang on a second."
Or I guess option 3 is that it's just completely
it's just bullshit.
It's weird. That, I guess it's like he's like maybe it's like he was an honorary Sócio or something. I don't know. I don't know, bro, but yeah, to add insult to injury.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
How are you guys feeling with this transfer?
It's whatever. We passed on the guy. We were probably his first choice, possibly. Who knows? We passed on him. He needed a job. He went to Benfica. Dude's got to get paid.
Did you guys by chance? Wait, yeah, you guys saw his Instagram comments.
Yeah, his comments were diabolical.
His comments were 90% hate.
I'm surprised he hasn't like limited it or just not had comments on.
It was the first moment where I was really like, well, was it worth it, man?
Yeah.
Is this worth it?
Is this worth the headache?
What was so bad about a move to Newcastle United or Aston Villa?
Let me tell you.
Aston Villa,
I don't know.
Aston
Villa, I don't know. But Newcastle, the problem was that there was no direct flights
from
Newcastle to Lisbon.
Ridiculous.
But apparently Newcastle was willing to offer like private jets.
Bro, he has enough money to make it happen.
You've got Bayern Munich and Premier League.
Okay, so he has to pay for them to get a driver for an hour, and then they have to take a flight.
Yeah,
like what a
that's crazy. So yeah, I mean, basically, but maybe right. He in his mind, he's not throwing away his sporting legacy because he doesn't actually care about his sporting legacy because he's secretly been a Benfica fan this whole time.
Yeah, since 2000.
Or he just understands everything, and understands the ramifications and just doesn't give a fuck.
I'm gonna go with option 3, which is he just doesn't care. He just wanted to get paid.
Listen, I'm just gonna be here for. He signed a 4-year contract, if I'm not mistaken.
4 year till 2030.
So in 4 years, he's gonna be 34, 35.
Yeah.
And he's signing with Benfica now because he wants to be in Lisbon with his kids. I cannot wait for them to loan him out to Besiktas in 2 years and hear how he wants to be close to his family, blah, 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 when he's all the way over in Turkey. Just like his other João counterpart, who I won't even mention the last name, Wilson Eduardo's brother. Let me say it like that.
Yo, also the family, there was a lot of press about how he was famously not being that good of a family man. So now all these stories that all his only concern, is his family, right?
Yeah.
It's very. If he's doing image rehab, I suppose it's working pretty well.
Yeah, I guess.
I also seen a tweet that was I personally loved. It was Palhinha for a Sporting player to be a part of the national team, you either have to A, leave Sporting and play abroad, or 2, come back to Portugal to play for our rivals. So,
What was the joke? Not this previous World Cup, the World Cup, or with the Euros. It was if you play for Al Ittihad, you play for Al Nassr, you get a call up. You play for Alvalade, you're not getting the fucking call up.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not starting. Get the fuck out of here
for sure. This World Cup. So yeah. So I'm personally still a little cheesed about this whole thing. Honestly, I feel like at least with João Mario, he never really had this much.
No one cared, bro. No one really cared. I mean,
we cared, but it wasn't the same because it's not we never looked at João Mario wow, you spoke so much about us when you were at Inter or wherever you were,
West Ham or wherever.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Where João Palhinha left Sporting, was at Fulham, only talked about Sporting. Was at Tottenham, talked about Sporting. Bayern talked about Sporting. Talked a lot of a year ago. He had a whole interview where he says he only wants to give us the priority, blah blah blah, which probably is the case. But
well, I think what happened was he probably seeked Sporting first, but Sporting said we're not paying that transfer fee or salary. It just isn't financially feasible or doesn't financially make sense for us in our current situation. And he was like, okay, fair, and went on to plan B or C, which was this.
Yeah, I think it's also Sporting, I think, are also in the right in that case, because it's especially in a season where we're losing Hulman, Morita, Bragança, probably, I don't know, but he's not a part of the team.
Yeah.
João Simões is still hurt, so we literally have 0 midfielders.
Yeah.
It also makes sense that we wanted to get the business done early. We got Dumbia, Altimira, Pedro Lima and Silas done super early.
Got Ibrahim
So it makes sense.
pretty quick, yeah.
It makes sense that we couldn't wait for Padinha to decide, or Tottenham to decide about Padinha. But I'm with Chris in this, because it's like, one, you forced your way to Benfica. You think you couldn't force Bayern to loan you out? If the threat was, listen, you either sell me to Benfica,
He was
or I'm
getting
rotting
loaned
on
the entire
bench.
time up until like 4 days ago, and then he was
Exactly.
sold.
But apparently, like, Bayern didn't also want to loan him. That was one of the main things, right?
They wanted to just have the clean.
They wanted to sell him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
they just wanted to be done.
There's
with
two
it.
things there. Padinha basically said, like, oh no, I need you to sell me to Benfica, or else I'm rotting on the bench. You couldn't do that if it's a loan, first and foremost.
Yeah.
And two, I don't even think that would be although I do believe Bayern can be stupid at times, as me and Richard seen in the World Cup, with them basically taking control over Alphonso Davies and fucking against Qatar. But I also don't think Bayern would necessarily say, like, no, because if Padinha has a good season, that only leads to a move. So regardless of a loan or a sell,
it puts his value up.
Like,
it puts his value up. Yeah,
up, or at least it stays the same at the very least.
Yeah, it's a lateral move. It's like, I can't imagine them going down drastically.
So to say all of that, to say after all these years how much love and respect you have for Sporting, even in the Instagram post today saying, like, gratidão do passado, or whatever it was.
Thank you for the past, or whatever. Yeah.
Thanks for the past, but it's time to go, sort of, basically. But like, I don't know. I feel like the forced move to Benfica was kind of ridiculous. I also thought, like, a while ago, like, I thought if he was to go to Benfica, it would be like the last day of the season, where it's literally like no other options.
Yeah.
But the fact that there was options at the table, and it's a Newcastle team that looked decent this weekend. It's a new look Newcastle team.
Even Aston Villa, like, I'm surprised he didn't push for Aston Villa. Team playing Champions League football.
Yeah, but I feel
coming
like
off a really good season, like,
facts. And Villa also sold Tielemans. They sold a lot of players.
Villa's got a good team.
They're also like new look Villa. It's also a new look
that's a team
Newcastle.
that pushed even without Europa, like, pushed top 4 last. Yeah. Like, where'd they finish last season?
They're in Champions League, if I'm not mistaken.
I know, but that's because they won Europa League, no?
Oh, you're right. They're either 4th or 5th then.
Yeah, like, they were pushing top 4 last season. Like, this is a good Aston Villa team.
100%.
Like,
although they lost 4-0
why you wouldn't push for that move?
And they have a great manager too, right? So
love their manager.
Yeah. So good evening. So, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of like a little like hurt by this, but it is true.
I'm used to it. You're hurt by a former Sporting player trying to talk a eulogy about Sporting and then fucking Sporting over. This is a story of the Sporting, caralho.
Yeah,
that's Sporting in a nutshell.
It is really zero ídolos.
Yeah,
it's now officially William Carvalho is better than Padinha. I used to like lie about that. Now it's for sure. Damn. Shout out to Julian Weigl. You've just been demoted. You're officially worse than Padinha in the eyes of Benfica fans.
Damn.
But you know, they have a good player there. They have the 6 that they need and that Marcos Silva was looking for. But at the same time, I also agree with other Sportingistas that, you know, we're also not talking about Maradona. We're not talking about Zidane. We're talking about a hard tackler. Let's see I'm gonna love to see the Benfica fans now defend every single yellow card he gets, because he used to have a lot of hard tackles in Portugal.
Yeah, remember Paulinho yellow card gate?
Remember yellow card gate? Yeah,
they're already talking about that, by the way. If
he
serves a suspension, they're like, oh, manto verde. But they were crying for him to serve that suspension, by the way. So it is what it is, but. Yeah, it sucks.
I'm not overly miffed about it. If you ask me to rate my like annoyance or anger on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like a 3.5, 4.
I'm at a 10. I'm not gonna lie. I'm at a 10.
I'm at like a 4.
I was at like a 9. Now I'm at like a 7.
I've also calmed down. Yeah, I'm like at a.
I'm just so used to guys being snakes. I don't know. Maybe it's just a cynic because I'm such a cynical guy. I'm like, guys are assholes. Crazy. Guy who seems like a bit of an asshole outside of football makes an asshole move in football. Well, you're shocked by this? Like, no, I'm not.
To me, it's like he just never seemed like the guy to. Like, I'm mentally prepared myself for Ruben Amorim to go to Benfica eventually.
Yeah,
right? I didn't really like prepare myself. And João Mario, like I said, when the rumors were coming out, it was what it was. But we were champions, so at the same time, it was like, fuck him. He wasn't even that good.
Also, it was like he wasn't there, right? It was like it was like, do we bring him back? Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
that's true. Whereas with Padinha, it's like, you know, he was an important part of that title winning side for sure.
Yeah.
That was also like 6 years ago now. But
Fuck,
you know,
we're
he
old.
like I said, he always gave us like the utmost respect. He always talked a lot about us. And then Heartgate happened, and at that point I was like, oh, maybe this might happen where he will go to Benfica, where he put up the red hearts instead of the green ones. But I don't know. I just it still stings a little bit, but it is what it is. I think we beat him the first game and it'll be fine. I think he'll suffer the same thing that the João Marios of the world will suffer, the André Carrilhos of the world have suffered, where they could be called heroes with us, and they're just like they're not. It annoys me as well, and this is the last thing I'll say on this, is that the foreign players will have a little more respect for the shirt than
Portuguese
the
ones don't.
actual like academy or the Portuguese ones will. Like, again, we'll see. You know, maybe one day Maxi does end up in a Benfica jersey, right? But I don't see, like, obviously Coach will never do that now, but even I don't know, bro. Like, nonetheless, like a lot of the foreign players don't do that, and this is like back-to-back Joãos from our academies, right, including Moutinho. So this is annoying there.
Maybe we just need to stop pounding our stuff on guys named João. Maybe that's our problem. Stop
100%.
getting
João Simões.
João Simões. I've got my eye on you, you little fuckhead.
I might bust your kneecap. You start playing well and you get a move abroad. Believe me, at 28, I'm busting your kneecap. Just in case.
Yeah, maybe we need to stop putting our faith in guys named João and from the academy. Maybe that's what's killing us.
Yeah,
is putting our faith in those guys. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the cynic in me and the fact that we've seen so many ex-Sporting players but do this where they talk so glowingly about Sporting in their time, but it's like you either left under diabolical circumstances or shady circumstances, or you've gone to a rival under shitty circumstances after the fact, or you're just a dickhead of a person in general. Luis Figo, people forget about Luis Figo. He signed with 2 Italian teams behind Sporting's back and got banned from Italian football, and that's what forced the move to Barcelona. Like,
I'd rather that than signing with Benfica, personally. I'd rather Paulo Foot be your agent. I'd rather Paulo Foot be your agent than you years down the line signing with Benfica, personally.
The only one I can kind of forgive is Ricardo Quaresma, because he's like, I want to go to Sporting, maybe go to Porto, and I was like, yeah, that worked out well. Yeah, that was different. That was really different.
100%. Yeah, and Quaresma even always showed us the utmost respect and stuff like that. So
yeah,
his kid's currently balling in our academy.
Nani's kid just signed with our academy.
Too today. So I think that's been news that we've been simmering.
You look at the guys. You look at the guys who have been fuckheads, like the Figos, the Simãos, the João Moutinhos.
I wouldn't put Figo in that category.
I would put Figo in that category.
Nah, bro. Nah, he's one of our Ballon d'Or winners.
One
of our Ballon d'Or winners, and it is what it is.
The future president.
And he ran for president too. Facts.
Not my president.
Future president of UEFA.
I wouldn't compare Figo. I wouldn't put Figo in the same sentence as.
You don't think, eh?
No, never.
He's
moving abroad to a quote unquote bigger team than Sporting at that time. It is what
I think for me, it's the circumstances.
He's an op. For me, he's an op, bro.
He's a bit of an op.
It might be an op, but he's not in the same
people
sense.
People also forget about him signing a contract, like a pre-contract with Benfica.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's not as bad. It's just
he's not as bad as Pelinha.
No, it's not as good though. Like,
you know. He's not better for sure, but at that same time, then Bruno Fernandes might be an op as well, you know, like, and I don't consider.
Is he gonna come back and sign for Benfica, dude? He could, I guess.
He might. I'm worried about him too. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm worried about him too. But I think maybe not. He did captain us, but I'm worried.
You never know, bro.
You never know.
You never fucking know.
They have a fetish. Oh, last thing I actually want to mention, because I've been saying it all over Twitter. They have a fetish for Alku shit boys. These guys love to talk about their overrated academy. Their academy over the last 10, 20 years, apparently to them, is the best academy in Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
The players leave Benfica and they flop, or they play for, Cyprus. Their young talent, even currently, that just won the World Cup with Portugal, signs with Almeria and talks about how Almeria gives youth players a chance. So that's clear shots to Benfica. Yeah. So all this talk about Seixal, but they love signing they love signing Alcushit boys. So I think that's like the biggest, validation. And maybe you know what?
Compliment.
Exactly. What's imitation is this most sincere form of flattery. So shout out the Alcushit boys. The ones that beat up the ones that beat up Padinga at that time, by the way. The ones that put
Those
the
views
scene
do not reflect all things Alvalade.
Give me my yellow card, bro. I'm a yellow card a game guy, bro. Thank you.
You're gonna get
Just
Dan,
like
you're on
Joel,
like
actually,
3.
Joel will never be booked again.
You're on like 3 for the
Oh,
season.
bro.
You got 2 more. We're gonna have to give you a Joel Padinha suspension, or maybe not.
Or maybe not.
we hold it up.
You
Maybe
can
not.
challenge
We're gonna
him as-
we have VAR nowadays, bro.
Yeah, maybe we'll give you the 5th yellow, and you'll just never serve. The
I'll still
suspension.
show
Who
up. I'll
knows?
still show up.
They'll show up anyways.
I'll do the stadium band if anything.
Yeah, yeah. Touchline ban.
We'll
He
do
has to
yeah.
sit. He has to
Well,
sit in.
We'll record a podcast that's not live.
No, you know what we'll do? You know what we'll do? Well, Danny's allowed in the show, but he has to be in the comments on like YouTube or X and like
Facts.
give his feedback.
I'm
No,
down with that.
uh,
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
no
The manager, but in the
The
bleachers.
touchline ban. The touchline ban.
I
Yeah.
like that one. I like
You got to just give your comments like, well, I think of this game, blah 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 blah.
Facts.
That's what you're gonna have to do. I don't know if there's any more real news to get to.
No. We
think
signed
we
the
kinda
17-year-old. We don't have to talk about that. The Champions League pots came out, but I don't care to talk about. I was going to bring that up.
We
but
can talk.
we're an
I
hour
feel
and
like
10
talk
in.
about that next week is probably a
When we get the
better
schedule,
topic, once
exactly.
we get closer to the draw.
Yeah.
Draws tomorrow, no?
No
Draw is, I think, Friday. 'Cause
Friday.
Tomorrow's Europa League and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, so we can. The pots really don't mean much. You're playing like 8 or 9.
Doesn't matter
different
anymore,
teams.
yeah.
Like it
It's
really
not like
doesn't
it's
matter.
groups or anything.
Yeah, like and we've had killer fucking draws the last 2 years, so I'm not overly concerned about.
We beat the
I just
OT
want
champions
Manchester
last
United.
year.
You just want Manchester United.
I want Man U.
All right.
Hashtag
don't, but
vengeance.
okay.
Vengeance for Ruben.
Okay.
Stole him from us, so we now have to beat you.
Yeah, fair.
We'll pulp.
Fair. On that note, you can follow him here at Danny.
Wait. Do the predictions. I had a good
Oh wait,
week.
predictions. Yeah.
Come on,
Shit.
bro.
How do we forget about predictions?
I
Oh
cannot
my
do the hot
days.
chip challenge, or else I will forget, bro.
Oh my days. How have I almost forgot about predictions? Good. Holy Lord, what is the matter with me?
Yeah.
I
You
actually
have to
haven't
do
even
the hot
updated the
chip
point.
challenge for that.
I haven't even updated the points yet, so we're actually doing this in real time. Who scored the goals again?
It was Jenny. Oh, sorry. It was own goal, Suarez, and Maxi.
Okay, so Chris gets a
It
point.
was 3-1. So I got the
Okay, that's-
score and I got Maxi and the result.
Oh
So I get
shit!
4.
You get bear points. You get Moxie. You get the win. So you get 3 points.
You
Plus you
see,
get 4 points.
home. You see what happens if I didn't remind Richard?
I would have updated
Conspiracy.
it eventually. I just didn't update it for this week.
Mantu Verde, bro.
I would have updated it eventually, just not.
What
this
was it
week.
called yesterday? Last
Oh.
year? It was
Oh,
what was it Mantu Verde last year?
Was it Montevideo?
was it Manzaverde?
I guess I'm thinking Verandistown. I swear there was
Verendi
another word
Stone
for
was
it
last year. It was Verendi Stone.
I can't remember now.
I get 2 points. I got a goal scorer and the win. Sam gets 2 points for the goal scorer and the win.
And he has
So,
Maxi. He has Maxi.
who else scored?
Maxi.
Jenny's goal didn't count.
No, Maxi.
I
You
gave
said
him
the-
Maxi's
Oh,
goal.
my bad.
I gave him Maxi's
Goal
goal.
scorer
He
and
gets
the
a
win.
goal
My bad,
scorer
my
and
fault,
the
my fault, my
win.
fault.
You got the
fault.
goal score, the win, and the exact score.
My
So
bad,
you
my
got the
bad,
two.
my bad.
You got the 2 bonus points.
My fault,
So
my fault.
Danny is in first with 7 points. I sit at 5 points. Sam will sit at 4 points. Chris, you will sit at a point. All right, 2 points.
Let's go.
As far as I know.
Relegation
double
form, Chris.
check my maths on that, but
No,
yeah.
You're good. You're gooch.
Okay. If I have to I do always double check the math at the end of the season to make sure I didn't fuck up. Because if there is a fuck up somewhere, I always like to be sure. But yeah, you can follow him.
You don't want to do the things for this week?
Fuck, I'm so
Might
tired.
as well, bro. Might
It's
as well.
so late.
Quickly.
We'll do it quick. No, I know. I'm my brain's on fumes. That's why usually I'm on the ball with this stuff. I'm not with it today. I don't know what's going on with me today, boys.
Richard, you want to have the hot chip, bro? I'm scared, bro. I'm
No, I don't want the
shivering
hot
in my
chip.
timbers, bro.
My timbers are shivering too. Chris, I'll start with you. We'll go to the fortress of
3-1.
Lulav. 3-1. Another 3-1. Reborgs does love a 3-1. Goal scorers.
Fotis,
Okay.
who hopefully won't die.
Yeah.
Or isn't
Please
already
don't
dead.
die. Please don't die.
Zalazar,
Salazar. Oh, that's
Gonzalez,
not Salazar. And then
Flavio.
Flavio. All right. Danny, I move to you.
I think this is where we keep the clean sheet finally. 5-0.
Wow. Okay.
Brave, I know.
What a brave prediction.
I'm gonna go with Suarez as well. Suarez, not as well. Suarez.
Yeah.
Jenny.
Okay.
Flavio as well.
Okay.
I'll go with Dumbia's gonna get a brace.
Dumbia times 2.
Wow. Hopefully
This is where he announces himself.
What a brave
Villancon.
choice. I'm going to go 3-0. I'm going to go Suarez again. I don't think Fotis is going to play. I'm trying to think. Who do we have? I'm going to go Maxi.
That's a good show.
And I'm going to go Altamira. Just to be different. It'll probably fuck me, but I'm going to go that to be different.
I don't mind that. I would love that. After putting the signs to Benfica, I would love that.
I'll take that. So that's my prediction. Sam will have to put his in prior to the game. I didn't realize the game was Friday. I thought it was a Saturday game. What time is the game this Friday?
3:30.
3:30. Yeah.
Ooh, I will not be able to watch.
I don't get why we're playing Fridays. We don't have Champions League.
We don't have Champions League yet, so I'm surprised. I don't hate a Friday start. It's just there's no need for it right now.
I'm more of a Saturday guy. You know,
3:15 our time, Eastern time.
3:15 our time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not able to watch that.
3:15.
I'm definitely not. I'm missing that game. You can follow him here at Danny, SCP Danny _. You can follow Chris here at the Big Chris 69. Make sure you follow Sam Fonseca at Sam Fonseca, 2 A's at the end. Follow me here at Richard _Nev7. Most importantly, follow all things Alvalade, AT Alvalade on all social media. We have revived our Instagram. We are reviving TikTok. Well, obviously you can
TikTok
catch it.
is on the rise, baby.
TikTok and Instagram we're trying to revive. Man.
Shout out AI clipping, because I don't know how you do it when you zoom in to the face. I guess I have to have a little more patience with that, but shout out to that. Inshallah, it clips us. But I've been saying clipping twice now. I'm worried they're gonna clip this.
Clip this. Yeah,
I'm
they
cooked.
clip the outro.
I'm cooked.
And end clip. Okay.
Yeah, I'm cooked. But shout out to them.
Yeah, for sure.
More TikToks on the way. OnlyFans coming soon.
Bansley, you name it. All of them. All of them.
Thank
you all for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And peace.